Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we hope to God that PlayStation finally has a major fix for the PlayStation 5 Pro. Now, as you guys probably know, the PlayStation 5 has actually been kind of plagued by a few random various errors. Now, there has been big things such as the PlayStation 5 Pro having like shimmering effects, textures not loading properly, and a lot of basically just issues with the PSSR. This video is not about that, but just want to highlight that because there has been a lot of issues floating around with it. Now, that has been more of a third-party implementation issue, such as say like Ubisoft or EA or all those companies. They just weren't doing it properly, and anything through PlayStation themselves have done pretty good job. It looks pretty phenomenal. But right now, there's actually one major issue that PlayStation themselves completely and utterly broke that not many people had a chance to talk about. Now, I kind of feel bad having such a negative news cycle on the PS5 Pro because I've enjoyed mine. I'm happy with mine. And some of these aren't the biggest issues, but this one is a fundamental design flaw that is now hopefully being fixed. So we're going to go talk about this, talk about the design, and talk about overall what I hope is going to happen for the future of the console itself and the PS5 Pro. And I want to hear your thoughts and comments on all this stuff down below. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for the gaming news, and as well for the fact that we are giving out a PS5 Pro for the holidays itself. We have a few more weeks to enter on that. So make sure you guys are subscribed to the second YouTube channel. We have the Twitter down below, and of course the Twitch is one bonus giveaway entries, and of course all the affiliate links for normal PS5s, PSVR 2s, and just PS5 Pros, all down below. So if you guys actually kind of missed this, and this kind of actually good news over here, on the PS5 Pro, there was a big issue where it literally was not able to even transfer data. Now, this is not like the PSSR shimmering issue, which I'd probably say is a way bigger, higher tier issue of all things considered. I'd probably 100% stand by. That needs to be addressed and worked with hands-on with PlayStation. It almost kind of seems whether they're not addressing it or making a public statement, although we do know, once again, it's more of a third-party issue on their own implementation rather than, like, say, PlayStation themselves. And it will get better over time. There's patches out there. Official accounts of Twitter working on it. But either way, I wish that was addressed. But either this is still a big issue because this is for actual consumers. A lot of people with the PS5 will most likely have gotten the PS5 Pro, people that are inside the ecosystem. So anyway, this was 28 days ago, and it's been kind of known for a while, saying that the PS5 Pro actually cannot receive data. And thankfully, they have, I think, addressed this and have fixed this, which we're going to talk about. So as some of you are no doubt was receiving your Pro soon, they're having issues trying to transfer their data from their old PS5 to the new Pro. Every time I try to transfer data, it finds a new console successfully, and I confirm it by holding the power button until it beeps, and after that, my Pro says, please wait, and their console says, preparing to transfer data, and then usually after around 10 minutes or so, this happened for a lot of people. This was a very widespread issue that really wasn't talked about too much, mainly because there is a few easy workarounds, such as quite literally just downloading the games again. Like you literally just go launch your PS5 Pro and just re-download. Let's say you want to go play Spider-Man or Fortnite or Call of Duty. Just go and re-download the game. But there's a few issues with that, obviously, and that's kind of why I'm talking about it right now, because I'm happy it seems like it's getting fixed, where it was crazy. It was like a whole month for a proper core feature that you'd assume a lot of people day one would be utilizing. Any hardcore PS5 fan who's maybe in the middle of a game or wants to have certain save data turned over, or more so a lot of people with like pictures and images and memes and maybe like their first trophies or them being their first ever Elden Ring boss. Like a lot of those types of special things that people actually like. Like surprised that there is more than you'd expect that actually do enjoy that. So yeah, basically this was a big issue that fundamentally they were not able to transfer the data. Basically they've tried everything, and this was a big deal over here too as well, and people were finding other ways to go and find stuff and do stuff or whatever, but this was a very widespread big issue with the Pro itself. And this is kind of like, it was just a big deal. Like people wanted, like you should have had to do this. That this is a day one feature, and I'm a little bit disappointed it took PlayStation so long. Like this is stuff that should have been fine in testing. Like they should have had like 50, 100 different consoles, or even just found random people in like their local city, be like, hey, we'll give you $200 to test out something for us really quick, have them sign an NDA, bring your PS5 or whatever, I don't know, maybe have some employees come in. I don't know, you could probably find some people to test this one out pretty easy, because once again, anyone who was looking to go and upgrade their PS5 to their PlayStation 5 Pro, the topic of their current data and how it's transferred is always a big deal. And the fact that there was thousands, if not millions of people out here who are having issues with this was a problem. This was a genuine proper problem. And like, this should have been an easy process. Like it seemed kind of cool as well, is you basically had all your profiles all saved up. And also like, yeah, like your PS5 profile. Like you could have made it so it's just an easy day one transition. You launch up your profile, you have all your PS5 saves, you have all your console settings, like all this very small stuff, which once again, this is not the biggest deal. It's not the craziest thing out there that, for whatever reason, you know, it just takes an extra hour or two to do it. Like, I want to say that because I know some people are like, well, it's not a big deal. I understand. Like, I understand. But I'm more so talking about the big premise of how on earth did PlayStation have this be such a widespread issue? The PSSR, I understand because they probably just assumed other companies either would reach out with them or work on stuff. That's fine. That's cool. I'm okay with that. Like, it's weird. It's AI. There's bugs. It's every other big AI thing from like NVIDIA's to other Windows. Like, all of them had issues. It's okay. Like, I understand it. All of them had issues. So it's not the end of the world. Like, I get it. Like, we know it's machine learning. It'll get better over time, whatever, sure. But this is like the fundamental console. This is fundamentally your PS5 to your PS5 Pro. This is PlayStation's bread and butter. And like, they've done this with other consoles as well. So it's crazy to go and see that all of this was rough. Now, once again, like, this should have been easy. This should have been chill. And it just wasn't for whatever reason. Multiple people. I saw this on Twitter. I saw the pro stuff. I didn't report on it because I was hoping they would fix it faster than they did. And that's why I'm kind of happy. Like, that was a kind of a negative first 5 minutes of the video, whatever. I get that. But like, I still stand by that, even though they are fixing it. So this is like good news now. We're kind of like switching the pace. This is good news that PlayStation did it. Like, claps to them. They thank you. But this also should have been a day one feature. Like, what is this? Same with the PSSR. I understand that there's issues. They're working on it. Same with this. They're working on it. At the end of the day, I'm happy that they're fixing this. I'm happy the console's becoming better. I'm happy they're realizing that there's a small hiccups. Like, it's okay. Not everything's perfect. And sometimes there's niche issues. Sometimes it's strange. Sometimes you didn't plan for it. Or maybe your PlayStation studios and everything worked out good with, say, PSSR. And then other studios have a bit more hiccups or they have a different engine. Like, I understand. Mistakes happen. But anyway, the good news now is that this issue is seemingly fixed. So new in the PS5 firmware update as of now, available as of like more so yesterday, today in their phased release. Now I'm making a video on this now because it is technically a phased release, and I do know a lot of people just either are getting their PS5 Pros. I know some parents, even in the YouTube comments or tweets, or even some people have even emailed me talking about the fact of like they're going to get their PS5 Pro for their kids, or what do you recommend, or should I get the PS5 for the PS5 Pro, you know, all that type of stuff. I've had a lot of questions for that stuff, and I do sometimes try to answer when I'm not too busy. But like, this is nice. Like, it'll be rolling out in phases. Everything should be working. And it does seem like this random new information firmware will be available as of right this second. So pretty soon. So Sony has now confirmed that the new PS5 firmware update will be available for the console today, releasing worldwide in a phased format. At the time of writing this article, the patch isn't available in the UK, but I'm sure as of right this second, probably everything's mostly good. If not, the next 1 or 2 days. I'm only saying that because I'm not sure how like Japan, Korea, Taiwan, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't live there. I don't know. But anyway, people are also kind of curious when these big updates work. So we also did have the 30th anniversary updates with the themes, which I'm very happy they added. Go check out your themes as well if you guys haven't done it. But basically, as right now is a 1.3 gigabyte terabyte update, and Sony's giving these patch notes. And once again, they at least have fixed this major issue. Now, you guys may not think it's major. I think this is. This is like a fundamental core issue. This is like if you're trying to go and do Apple Pay and your iPhone's not working. Like, to me, that's a big deal. Or having like a certain big thing like a Spotify app, or I can't even run maybe PlayStation Plus. It's like I said, there is workarounds. You plug in your PS5, you just re-download everything. But once again, a lot of people like having saves. A lot of people like having pictures, or maybe they have like a gaming memory from like their dad that died. You know, like, I don't want to go ever say it's not a big thing to say pictures or moments, or, you know, whatever it might be. Like, maybe it's your first Destiny raid. Maybe it's your first Call of Duty Zombies run. I don't, like, people get special that stuff. Fortnite wins. Whatever it might be. Playing with your bud. Like, it's okay. Like, I understand. So they did go and improve this, so that we've improved the process of transferring data from another PS5 and enhanced stability when transferring large amounts of data, such as captures. And once again, you guys may not, some of you guys do, some of you guys don't. There's a lot of people out there, especially when they took away those like weird tweet saves where people go automatically instantly like tweet out clips and videos and all that. People were mad about that when Twitter took away the API, both on PlayStation and Xbox's side. People were not happy with that situation. So the fact that PlayStation is on the Pro fixing this, making it worthwhile, and people are now able to go and once again easily transfer over their data, I think that's a win. I think it's a nice feature, and I do think it's good for PlayStation. Now, once again, I'd rather them be focused on the PSSR, but it's not really their issue. It's a poor implementation issue, as we've covered before. But yeah, a lot of people even send us articles too. That's been a very important topic these past few weeks. And it appears now, if you're transferring lots of data at once, then the process should be better, one, than it should be there before. Messages will also be displaying better. That's just a smaller other little feature and update for usabilities and messages out there. So basically, if you guys have been waiting or will get your PS5 Pro in the future, a lot of these big issues and transfer issues should now be fixed. Now we just have to hope that future games on the PSSR will have a little bit of a better chance of working well. So let's go and see what happens there. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on for the PS5 Pro giveaway, for just general gaming news, or second YouTube account for bonus giveaway entries down below, the Twitters and also the Twitch, and of course all the affiliate links too. I appreciate you all so much for watching in the first place.